average person consumes 10 podcasts a year in their sleep. Here at Direcast, our group of 6 slugs of unusual size play different RPGs, bringing you a new game and system every few weeks. Our Lasers and Feelings game continues this week with desperate attempts to clean up the space station as the Very Lonely Planet team stalk through our chaotic halls. My name's Lukey, and the question this week is, what is your spaceship of choice? This is a really difficult question for me, because my favourite spaceship of choice is one from a game that I played a couple of years ago with Jacob and H, Stars Without Number, and we had a very nice spaceship, but that's not really helpful for this.
That's an answer. That's a fair answer.
Yeah, it was great because my character was insane. But I don't know. I feel like I was going to say Serenity, but actually the bathroom...
Oh, for God's sake.
The problem is the bathroom situation...
That's why I was like, say the fictional one, Luke.
The bathroom situation on Serenity is actually quite shitty. You notice the one time you see someone using the bathroom, it's Malcolm, like, just... He pulls a toilet out of the wall in his room.
I feel you took the wrong piece of detail from the show.
I think about these things. Discovery from the Star Trek Discovery series, because it's a very nice ship.
It is a very nice ship.
It travels by fungus, which I enjoy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That was a long way to a short answer. Matt, right. You can say Serenity now.
My name is Matt, and my ship of choice is the Serenity from Firefly. Because it is my kind of jank. It is like, it's not too fancy, but it is full of love.
That's true.
And you're just surrounded by your family of sorts. Your family you found yourself with.
Yeah.
It can carry cows.
Yeah.
It's like you can repair it with a pipe cleaner and a bit of spit. It's my kind of thing. I don't like things that are too technologically advanced, and this feels to me like it's made of corrugated iron. I like it.
That's why I like Serenity. The only thing stopping me from saying it was the flipping toilets.
I can't believe you've turned down the best ship in the galaxy.
Fine, I'll say Serenity, and I'll just install a bit of toilet.
No, you will not. You will not say Serenity.
No, we're on Serenity together now, Matt.
No,
we're on it together.
Buy my pretty floral bonnet. Who's next?
Well, if it is lo-fi ships held together with corrugated cardboard and string that you two like, then boy do I have a recommendation for you.
Say your name quickly.
My name is Jacob.
Is it the Millennium Falcon?
My favourite spaceship that I would like to be on is the Rocinante from the Expanse series. Yeah. And just in general, I would like to recommend, from an aesthetic perspective, the Belter culture from the Expanse series, the main gimmick of which is that human society is divided into 3 factions of people who live on Earth, people who live on Mars, and people who mine the asteroid belt and the outer planets.
And then we made them all have South African accents for reasons that I've never quite been able to work out.
Yeah, and they have their own kind of pidgin Creole language. In later seasons, we are introduced to characters like the angry space poly-lesbian and the grumpy old space pirate grandpa, who were amazing and some of my favourite characters.
Hi, I'm Helen, and I would like a TIE fighter for Christmas.
That is fair. TIE fighters are cute.
We can try and get one, but I don't know if they'll be in the Argos catalogue. I'll just have a look.
I can get you a baby one.
No, I want to fly it.
I missed an X-Wing. Good lord. How did I miss that one?
I'll shoot again. Why do you want a TIE fighter?
Because it goes zoom.
Yeah, they go zoom. They're like the masters of the Doppler effect.
Yeah.
The zippy moped of spaceships.
And they are an orb.
No Imperial TIE fighter has hearing beyond the age of like 50. Because can you imagine being stuck in for 3 hours at a time?
You clearly wear, like, soundproofed mufflers.
Yeah, do you think they wear those black suits for fun?
I can't remember the word for headphones,
so I went for armour.
Mufflers. Yeah, but no rebel fighter has a life expectancy past 15. So, you know... Not that I
hear
support
that,
the
look, you asked me what ship I wanted, and I say the little zippy one.
Can I
think it's a fine answer.
There is also that bit in the Rebels cartoon where Sabine, is that her name, gets hold of a TIE fighter and paints it like just really exciting colours, and that's just like, I'd have that TIE fighter because that's cute as hell. Peter.
Hello.
I'm
having issues because I was like, there's all my spaceships that I like, and and I don't have many that I'd like to be on. Because I don't want to say the Heart of Gold, but I'm going to say the Heart of Gold.
It's the right choice. Though.
It is the correct. I was gonna try and go with the ship from Journey into Space, but that thing is held together by tape, and I can't remember its name. And I was also going to go for the name, one of the ships from Endless Space 2, specifically the Horatio, which is an entire... I know, that it's a stupid name for a race, but it's because it's one guy called Horatio who cloned himself millions of times. It's like Elon Musk got hold of like Star Trek era crap and just made... and his ships are really beautiful, but they don't have names. And I tried to look at them in a browser, but the browser runs on Flash, so I can't look at the ships.
Oh, that's sad. I miss Flash.
I would fly around in the spaceship Heart of Gold, and wherever it takes me, quite literally.
And last but the opposite of least. H.
I would like to be on the RLS Legacy from the 2002 animated film Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Excellent choice.
They never explain how they breathe, but it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
It's so cute.
They clearly don't need to.
Magic.
It's so gorgeous.
Nor should you. Force Fields. I love that.
Force Fields.
Such a good film.
And I think we all agreed that none of us would ever want to be on any spaceship made by Elon Musk. I think.
Oh God,
you're not even 6 billion clones of Elon Musk.
No. Oh dear God, no. Can you imagine? Okay, well, now that we have got our rides, let's get to it.
Really strong Musk. Laser in feeling.
And listeners, we're back with our new segment. We've got Talking with the Managers. Manager, hello, how are you doing today, sir?
You get a during your little you're having such fun on the radio show, and you're calling up varying managers. The first response is, "What? How did you get this line?"
And thank you very much. It was so great to hear from the head of the manager at Hotel Emporium on R-Talk 6. Thank you so much.
This is
Next
a private
up, we have...
And you don't normally deal with these. This is very much not within your purview, but you do get a hail. You get a little beep beep beep.
Hello, dear listener. You are live on Radio Bizarre. How can I help you today? Who have we got online?
Hello, this is,
You're so posh we can't speak.
Hello.
Hello, dear listener. How are you this fine day?
Hello, this is Declan Flangehammer.
Pleased to have you on board, Declan Flangehammer. Are you calling about our mystery sound? Let me play it for you again.
Okay. I'll get to that in a second. I think that's the sound of the curtain shepherds of Aurelian 2. But
so close, listener, but not quite. Remember, you can check on our board manifesto list to see what's already been guessed. Good luck next time.
Hello. Sorry, me and my colleague are trying to fly in. Apparently, there's a little sort of backwater hotel out here. Do you happen to know where it is?
Oh, yep. So you need to go to the Lionel Lempton Spa. You then need to slide to the left.
Oh, okay.
Slide to the right.
Okay, okay.
A bit of a crisscross.
Hard right. Oh, back forward. Back forward.
Right. and then you got this is quite difficult. You got cha-cha real smooth.
Okay. He's
Bravo.
just
Bravo.
in front of us.
Right, and then if you turn around, we're there.
Oh, okay. Right,
Slugs are sailing past their window.
Yeah, have you had a problem with wildlife? I've just seen some wildlife exiting atmosphere at quite high velocity.
We've just had some lovely guests from the land of Donna Carlo leave, so let's not be rude to our guests, sir, if you don't mind. But thank you very much for joining our radio show. We look forward to having you on again soon. Sorry, what was your name again?
Declan Flangehammer.
Declan Flangehammer, ladies and gentlemen, Declan Flangehammer, thank you very much. Declan, do you have any song requests?
Requests?
Yes, they are recommendations and or requests.
Please start a radio show.
Flangehammer, you still there with us? Oh no,
yeah,
we might have lost them.
Could you play some Neptune Plutonium bass, please?
Neptune Plutonium bass, right up for you after this from our advertising sponsor. Thank you very much. Boop.
That's music so low that it physically hurts you to hear it.
Yes. Yeah. So the first thing most of you know, you hear a sort the music changes going through. Actually, no, this goes out through the intercom. You will hear this. I just imagine.
In which case, I am legging it for the docking bay to welcome our visitors.
I am going to walk calmly towards the docking bay, dusting off my hands, being like, "Well, that's one problem easily solved. I suppose everyone else has had no bother either."
We both arrive at exactly the same moment.
Plum.
Sir,
report,
sir,
Plum.
The announcement. So yes, sir. We have ejected 3,264 slugs through the slug cannon, including Derek.
Very good, Plum. Very good.
The golf course is entirely empty. We also received a slug shipment from I can't remember Jacob's character name. Damn it.
Welshie.
From Welshie in the rooms, so I presume that he has also managed to remove some slugs from the area, and I am now prepared to help our guests to dock, sir.
Very good, very good, very neat, very neat, very good. Do your top button up, Plum. There's a good lad. Right.
Sir, there are no buttons above this one.
He leans in and he's like, "What? Ah, yes, very good, very good. Well done. Just testing you, Plum. Just testing you.
This is my nose, sir.
Yes, and a mighty fine nose it is, Plum." Right, where is that android?
I feel like transportation comes along behind.
Yeah,
they're not you, transportation.
I'm sitting on the back of the transportation with my feet up, finishing my novel.
And you are greeted. The shuttle bay, which you have done up so that it now has sort of like a welcome to our hotel. Oh yeah, this is just the check-in desk, wouldn't it? It's just you have crates that you've lashed together and put a nice sort of tablecloth over the top of.
I just want to adjust the tablecloth ever so slightly so it's perfect.
Thank you, sir.
It's got the little checkered book, the little pen. You've sort of set up a board which has the room keys on it, which looks very weird because it's just a board in the middle of a very large bay.
I will stand viciously to attention beside it.
And
as I will go to the docking area and open up the gate. And
as you see a ship that looks basically kind of like a flying banana, sails not quite gracefully. It's currently sort of going to the left, to the right, back again, forward again, and then wiggle waggling from the side a couple of times.
Kill that bloody DJ.
Real smooth.
When I get my bloody hands on it.
Neptunian music is playing calmly over the speakers.
Yeah.
I get out my little those those things that people at airports have that they wave.
Yeah, the little paddles they wave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the little paddling thing. I get them out and I carefully bring them into one very specific bay, even though the entire area is empty.
Perfect. You no need for a roll for this. You just wave your arms a bit. Are you in time with the cha-cha slide?
Absolutely.
If anything, that's what those people do. They do a cha-cha slide and then aeroplanes land. It's like It's like modern magic.
I mean, the real question is it real smooth?
No, sir. It is very stilted, as any good army man would be.
The ship sort of lands, and it's a long banana with engines and an armoured door, which just has "Atoll Protected" written on it. Just as there's a sound of steam as it depressurizes and pops open. And the gangliest man you have ever seen steps out. He is at least 9 foot tall.
Oh my God.
Sort of the proportions of an orangutan. Well, no, not the proportions of an orangutan. They've got short legs. He just looks like a normal human that got stretched out.
So Mike TV after.
Yeah, sort of very Mike TV. And
I've made out with this guy.
And quite a short woman with a little, who just looks very winks. You have seen Ship Shape and New Bristol fashion. This person is the most Ship Shape and most New Bristol fashion person you have ever seen. They are holding a clipboard, an electronic clipboard in one hand, and are just as they're making notes the moment they step off.
I'd like to kick up the most ostentatious salute it is possible for a man of my years to do. Like, I want to high kick, spin my hand, and then hit my head in a salute.
Roll me
this
feelings.
Has backwash.
Yeah,
it echoes off the mountains.
Yes.
I'll roll feelings for my mega salute.
And give expert, because I think you're expert at being a bit of a pompous ass.
Yep. I've rolled a 3 and a 2. I've rolled a 3, so both failures.
So you said you were going for a high kick?
I did.
Flat on your ass. Just you sort of open. The moment you see them, you do like it's almost like sort of what are those? Oh, what are those dancers called? The French dancers all do in a line.
Can.
You basically do a can kick that overcorrects slightly, and you.
So what you actually do is a shablam.
You shablam yourself directly onto the floor.
The first thing they see is just a guy
this giant Chewbacca badger to a shablam.
Shablam himself on the ground in greeting.
That's how we salute out here.
Could be a cultural thing.
I literally from the ground I'm going to be like, oh, the war wounds. Plum, big, take over, big Plum.
I have snapped into a regular salute.
Take over.
Right.
Sir, do you need assistance, sir?
I'm fine. Deal with them.
Hello, and welcome to the bazaar.
Shut up.
Welcome to... Why am I doing that? Hello.
I'm going to make the keep going gesture from the ground.
Hello.
Can I bag your takes? Can I check you out? In, around, about. Would you like to be checked out?
I would very much like to be checked in, please. Hello. I spoke to your colleague. He was very good at navigating me in. The name is Mr. Flangehammer. Let me introduce myself. My name is Declan Flangehammer. I'm from the very lonely planet. This is my assistant. She will be reporting everything and writing up my report later. I would very much like to be checked in, please. Although it's normally quite strange to be checked out, even on the way in. So, could you? I'd like to have a look around at the facilities. I'm going to be writing a full review of it later.
So yes, sir, I can check you in, sir. You should know that breakfast is at 6 o'clock in the morning on the dot. Lights are out at 9 p.m. No later.
The
bar opens at 8 p.m. Happy hour is from 8:52 to 8:53.
Ooh, a happy hour. Write that down. As he sort of... He doesn't walk. He moves like a great elm in the wind. Step over to the table. Now I just want you to treat me like one of your regular guests. Just pretend I'm not even here. Do you have anybody else staying here at the moment?
Do we?
You don't.
We do not.
Not even some, intrepid backpackers?
And that was a wonderful request for Neptunian music from our latest guest. Welcome aboard Hotel Bizarre Bazaar. We're delighted to have you. Now, as always, we must remind you that Radio Bizarre Bazaar is here for you at all times should you need any key information and, more importantly, any key jams. Jamming hour is in the bar at your convenience. And don't forget, be real.
That's
I've got my badge here to prove that I'm actually a real human. Oh no, that's sorry.
don't mind that, sir. That's just
some peaceful Earth piano music starts playing.
It's a complimentary radio is all.
Wonderful.
It's a service we extend to all guests at all times.
Mm. Oh, wonderful.
Whether they want it or not.
Well, yes, there will be
right.
music. Although I would like we would like a somewhat of a complimentary tour around the facilities. We don't seem to have that much information about what's on file here. What sort of facilities do you have?
Well, we've got all sorts. We've got as a hotel. We have rooms, and
that's very good.
And yes, we've got a plum, and I'm going to gesture to plum.
So we have bathrooms.
This bathrooms.
2 more bathrooms than we have bedrooms.
And
we have a kitchen and a dining room, which
did
serves
you clear the golf course?
We
golf course clear?
We have a miniature golf course, which is entirely usable.
It's entirely usable, right? Yes.
We have complete environmental control of every room, provided you do not have any particular preferences and are happy to have whatever controls happen to happen.
I'm a man of many tastes, but I don't know whether other people at the Very Lonely Planet will necessarily agree with me, but I will write what I find.
You say you're
wonderful.
a man who meditates. Well, perhaps you'd be interested in our...
I'm a man of many
Perhaps
tastes.
you'd be interested in our private bot Meditatian.
He does run a small wellness centre, sir.
Yeah, he can guide you through some guided meditations.
Our science officer Bick here, sir, will be in charge of your humidity and environmental levels in your room.
Any special pH requests, just let me know. Or, a little extra oxygen to spice up your night, I can get that for you.
Oh, I like things a bit deep. I like things a bit bassy. So,
okay. We could probably add a little reverb, yeah?
To your atmosphere.
Yeah.
I've never had a reverbing atmosphere. Actually, no, that's not true.
Well, I assure you we can provide it if you need it there.
Right.
But perhaps you would like to follow me to the lounge, where we will serve you some light refreshments, as we would do any normal guest.
Oh, thank
The lounge is also the command centre and the observation deck, from which you can watch the regular slug showers.
It's a known attraction in the system.
Wonderful. He will follow you as you just sort of, I imagine, slightly strong arm him along.
So what I'm going to do, so I'll kind of gesture to Plum to kind of follow my lead, and I'll just kind of quiet. I'm just going to kind of gesture them, and then as we gesture them out, I'm going to kind of grab Bick, and I'm going to say, Bick, go to the kitchen and make some drinks. Make some drinks for them.
Yes, ask the android to make the drinks. Yes, no, I'll be on it. Okay,
stop complaining and just bloody do it.
I'm not complaining. I know what humanoids drink. I know very well what humanoids drink. I know all about that. I just hear this going into the distance.
Please make them make a feelings roll to see what they come back.
What drink of choice are you going to try and replicate? And I think we're going to have a feelings roll, definitely.
So I'm going to try and think of a really funny cocktail I can turn into a space pun. Guys, help me.
I can only think of the ones they did in
breach.
campaign, like the Pink Nebula.
I mean,
Sex
my God.
Breach.
Yeah,
Sex in the Breach.
Sex in the Breach is pretty good. Yeah, I was trying to think of something there and I didn't get it, so that'll do. Okay.
That is just like orange juice, cranberry juice, and vodka, isn't it?
I don't actually
Sex on
know.
the beach. I think so.
I don't
All right,
know.
I'm going to make sex on the breach. In the breach. I don't know.
Give me a feelings roll to see how well you get close to it.
Okay, is this one dice, or can I, for some reason, be good? I'm not good at this. I already said I wasn't good at this.
You already said you're an expert at, like, you're studying guests and their needs, so I'm British and their entertainment needs, so I'm sure mixology
really
comes under that in some respect.
Everyone loves a sex on the breach. All right.
Everybody. Okay, I will count that. That's a fair argument.
That's a 5 and a 1, so by the rules of this game, one of those succeeds.
It's a success with an issue.
Yeah, it is a success with an issue. So, you're in the kitchen. Weirdly, all the mixing stuff is in here rather than at the bar. You took it back during the last round of 3D poker. So you have all the stuff sort of laid out on the table, and you're pretty sure, like, I don't know, sex on the breach goes this way or this way or this way. It's just partway through, just as you add a little bit of liquid from a tap. Which you're pretty sure was your orange juice tap. Just as you're taking it through, you just think, should it be steaming? You currently do have a steaming drink in front of you. You could be. I would say you probably realise this just as you're walking. You're like outside the door.
Yeah, my temperature sensor goes off, and I'm like, huh. It's in the name of the hotel. I'll keep going.
So I was going to say, whilst we're leading them along, I was going to say, Plum, you lead them onto the lounge. I'm going to see what the hell has happened to that blasted Frenchman.
So
Frenchman, Welshman.
They're all the same, sir.
All the bloody same. Damn right, Plum. Damn right.
I'm sorry, I don't really mean that, listeners. I know some very nice French people.
The Celtic coalition plus France. It's a well-known. Brittany.
Part of the Gaelic.
Very true. Oh yeah, so I'll break off and find Welshie whilst you're leading them into the lounge.
So I'm leading them into the lounge. So if you will follow me, keep up in step, please, sir. Please march 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You will see on your left a window. From it, you can see space. On your right, you will see one of our many air vents. We use these to breathe.
Oh, that's wonderful, breathable air. He activates a small thing above his collar, which you see is like a personal atmosphere. And he activates. You go, oh, it's quite a strong smell.
I do not know what you mean, sir. We keep our base spick and spam.
Can you give me a feelings roll? Actually, give me a lasers roll to keep absolutely calm in convincing someone else that there is no smell.
I think I'm an expert in this one.
No.
I got my number!
Yes.
Hold on a
That's
minute.
a laser feelings.
Laser feelings. So you get a especially you have laser feelings. You get a special insight into what's going on. Ask the GM a question, and they'll answer you honestly. Hello.
Hi.
And also, brackets, a roll of laser feelings counts as a success.
Yeah. So I've both convinced them that there is no smell. And my question is, what exactly are they looking for?
They are going to be looking for just a good hotel. They're looking for a good hotel experience. So they want things to be clean. They want... They want to be served nice food. They want it to have a friendly. They want it to be a friendly atmosphere.
Oh God!
We're doomed.
We're doomed. It's like fucking Faulty Towers in space. This.
It's like 3 in a bed, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking hell. Right.
Yes, but they are known for their quite detailed food reviews. So they will always put more on like the food than the rest. So like,
cool. No one's told me that.
We didn't know, Vic.
This information has not gone to Vic as of yet. So
maybe if we get them drunk.
Yeah, he just after you tell him that there is no smell, he's just like, "Oh, it must be my atmosphere then," and it can take us a little bit of a second. It must be different places. You can't go around telling people things that they smell. The door, after a little bit of fiddling, and after trying to open, as you press the door to open the lounge, at which point the door behind you closes. the door of the corridor, the door to that corridor closes. Imagine you just press it again. The door opens again, like another door at the other end of the corridor opens, and then you press that down.
Welshie is desperately trying to open a door, but it just won't. That third hotel room, Welshie, that you're sort of looking at now, just suddenly opens and then closes again. The door to the lounge finally opens. Warned us about the gravity, of course.
No, you have not been warned. Surprisingly enough, the communications officer is the least communicative person.
I put a sign on the door.
You did put a sign on the door. You did put a sign on the door.
I, of course, read the sign, because I am a good soldier, and soldiers read signs in the whatever century this is. What does it say?
It's like low gravity low gravity lounge, put a spring in your step, if I remember correctly.
It's like new feature, low gravity, put a spring in your step.
Smart.
Just make it seem like it's a deliberate feature.
Despite the fact that this is probably the way that Laserin tries to spin every single insane thing that happens in this place. I think that Malevolent is still not like getting it when this happens. Therefore, he just assumes that this is a joke and walks in as if the gravity is normal.
You notice just as you take your first step onto the lovely sort of plush carpet. I'm imagining this is very much being converted into like a cruiser like lounge, so it's all sort of real fake wood and sort of red plush carpet, sort of fake brass and things like that. But it's both old and new combined at high speed, potentially by an android and a man who really wants to be in the past. So you notice as you step in. You sort of take your first step, and then you just and you just keep going forwards. You try and stop yourself, but you just sort of keep going forwards over the carpet.
Laserin! Commander Laserin!
Oh, and now we have our new caller in. Hello, new caller. How are we on this fine day today? I believe everyone we're joined by Corporal Plum. Corporal Plum, you are regular on the show. What can I do for you today? How about that new Artovian jazz?
Give an interview on the air at this time. I would like to ask you a question.
Yes, go ahead. Ask a question. And you come into the live lounge later tonight?
I am in the lounge right now with our guests.
Oh, so I'm sure you're enjoying the brand new anti-gravity feature that we recently installed.
There was no commission report for this. I would have been informed were this deliberate.
There was a sign on the door. Sign on the door, Corporal.
Now,
Is this another...
Sorry. Now that the door has moved upwards, it's now in the line of sight of Declan Flangehammer.
God, that name is amazing.
That might be the best name we've ever had on this podcast, which is really saying something.
I can't believe I wasted Malevolent Plum when you pulled that one.
Malevolent Plum is excellent, also.
Thank you.
I just love the word flange.
It's such a good word.
What's amazing is that a flange is genuinely a thing you could find on a Warhammer.
It was always flanges and toggle grommets in Navy Lark. Anywho, back from 1950s comedies that are very, very good. 50s or 60s, can't remember. You stand... So you've sort of kept going, Plum, as you've been having this conversation. You do stop sort of in the middle of the room.
I'm like drifting aimlessly across the room.
There is gravity. It's reduced, so it's not fully anti-gravity. It's just uncomfortable gravity. Luckily that your shirt is tucked in, otherwise it would have started floofing upwards.
Of course, my shirt is tucked in. Before.
Good lad.
Thank you, sir.
So, Flangehammer is he's having some difficulty with the door being 9 foot tall, and he's gonna sort of take a step down and go, low gravity lounge. Do you hold events in here? Why have you chosen it to be low gravity?
Mr. Flangehammer, sir, this is a new feature which I have been informed we are testing out we are seeing if this is an appropriate feature for the lounge, and if guests enjoy it, perhaps it would be fun to do games, sir.
Oh, wonderful! What kind of games?
Fun games.
Fun.
I'm informed that some people enjoy games, so.
Perfect. I'm a big fan of fun games. At this point, Bick, your door opens. Somewhere else, a mysterious door closes. A Derek enters.
No, Derek is still in orbit.
Derek is still flying in orbit, having a lovely time.
Goes past the window.
Yeah, you do actually see out of the observation deck. So it's got like the observation deck at the front, bar at the back. Observation deck at the front. You look out. You do see some slugs flying past the winter, flying past out into the distance.
Oh no, they've mastered zero-G navigation. They're starting to fly in formation.
Coming in for a bombing run.
Good. Good.
You see a V formation of space slugs. They just go...
They propel themselves through farts.
You bloody idiot, by getting rid of the stupid ones, you've bred a smarter race.
They come back, sir.
Smarter than before.
I think that the space radiation is doing something to their genetics, sir.
Now is not the time to worry about that.
It sounds like
I'm not even in this room. Please
Station.
continue.
A whole story just about Derek the Slug.
Oh my god.
Truly a finesse creature.
Bick is arriving.
I beg of you, give me Derek fan art.
Okay, Bick.
Yes.
Transportation of drink. What is your preferred method?
On my head.
What? As the door perfectly opens, you see Bick. Bick. You probably don't realise this because you don't really have like feeling things on the top of your head, I imagine.
But there's some small sensors. I can appreciate head massage better good as the next person.
As much as a meat person, just as you're walking through, you feel the drink slowly levitating off the top of your head. So you sort of come into the room on a little upward motion, and the drink just keeps going.
Oh god, do I start to float as well? Because I'm really light.
A little bit.
I established I weigh about 2 or 3 kilograms.
Yep, you do still keep going up.
Was this in here last time I came in?
Oh, good. Science Officer Bick.
Hi.
Laserin has informed me that we have deliberately, apparently, altered the gravitational field in the observation deck /bar/lounge/bridge, and we are now floating slightly.
Now, your waiter appears to have mishandled their drink. It appears to be on a parabola.
Bick, would you mind recapturing your liquids?
I don't. These ones. So I will. Can I still reach it?
Catch it?
Can I grab it?
You could go for a little
still
air.
In the glass is my question.
No.
Mostly.
Is it just this cloud of drink floating away?
Well, then I suggest the imbiber imbibe the drink from the air. It's the latest style. It's like you aerate wine. It gives it more flavour. Allows it to tickle your taste buds. You have to just,
Give me a feelings bullshittery roll.
Would you like a complimentary straw, sir?
That's a 1. I fail.
You can actually provide help in this game. Would you like to provide help, Plum?
I would love to.
With the straw comment and anything else you choose to say in this moment.
Just the straw comment.
Roll another dice.
Me or them?
Them. Oh, hang
on.
No, you. Wait. Oh, shit.
Me or H?
So Lukey will roll a dice, and if it's successful,
yes.
then H can roll another dice.
No, I've got to get.
I see.
Wait,
okay.
Is this lasers or feelings?
I'm feelings.
This is feelings.
So I've got to get above 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Oh dear.
So
no.
Bic slowly floating upwards, slightly slower than the drink, because the drink has more momentum. As it sort of floats, and now the liquid has come out of it and is still steaming, as it just goes, woof, as it carries down, and then just falls directly onto Declan Flangehammer. It starts going, and waving his
the inspector.
And that was Pseudo Mozart's 47th Symphony just then. I hope you all enjoyed that, listeners. Tune in this time tomorrow for more classics with Laserin.
Oh, damn it. Oh, no, not again. No, come back, mate. No, that's an antique. Stop it. Stop rolling. Why are you doing this? Oh, no, not again.
Welcome back, listeners. I hope you enjoyed the last 2 hours of our Mars Punk special with me, Laserin Feelings Communications Officer. We just heard the latest cover, Too Many Goofs, by the cast of Dire. Next up, we're going to be going into our Black Hole Jazz Hour, ladies and gentlemen and others and all. But first of all, here's an advert.
Do you suffer from slug issues? Do you have too many that are too large and just too slimy? No? This is not the advert for you then. But if you do, you should try the new Vitruvian Song of Slug Friendship. Make that slug your friend.
Conditions apply. Side effects include enlarged eyeballs, empathy, and hives.
The amount of slugs in your home may go up as well as down.
Well, that was delightful, dear listeners. And now we're going back to Black Hole Jazz.
Currently, Declan is going, what's happening over here? What? And he's sort of flailing around his big arms. So standing next to, Sergeant Wentz, you are standing next to the Declan who is.
I'm not. I went off to find Welshie. I'm not in the room.
I'm standing next to Declan, who is.
Oh, sweet Christmas! This could only get better.
So I'm not here.
So, Bic, you're still sort of traversing upwards. You're probably going to bounce off the roof. It won't hurt, but
might hurt the roof.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just come back down then. That's how gravity works, isn't it? Anti-gravity, just sort of go the other way. Again, when you bounce.
I don't think it's gravity at this point. It's.
Yeah, what was it? I thought it was gravity.
You're in 0G at this stage. That's how it's described.
I think I described it as low G because the drink had a parabola, and
so I will come back down then.
Yeah, definitely.
That sounds.
If I push off the roof.
That sounds like a very bad rapper's name. Low G.
Probably is one somewhere. Sorry, rapper.
I'm not sorry.
Well,
so you've just covered a man in drink. A very. What would you like to do to remedy this issue?
Quite fine as I see it. There's nothing to be remedied. Have you got any questions, sir, about the ambient environment as suitable for humanoids? Because I can answer... Oh, ouch, that's the ceiling. I'm coming back down. I can answer any questions you might have. I can adjust the atmospheric pressure, the oxygen levels, the carbon dioxide levels. Would you like a little more nitrogen? I'm coming down. I'm going to bounce up again. Oh, there we go. As I'm doing that, just let me know if you've got any questions.
I have a couple of questions. Firstly... I appear to have ordered a drink, and I appear to be wearing it currently. Is this part of the hotel? Is this for every guest?
If you want it. Oh, there's the ceiling again. Yeah, if you'd like it. I mean, it's currently... I can get you another one that isn't on your head. I looked at you, and I made an assumption based on your appearance that you would quite like it on your head, and I'm sorry if I misjudged. As you could see, I'm not a humanoid myself, so I occasionally get these things wrong.
Okay. Okay, he's going to turn to you, Malevolent.
That's Corporal Plum.
Corporal Plum. Corporal Plum.
Yes, sir.
I think you might need to reprogram this android. I wanted it in my head, not on my head.
Did you not cover drinking in low gravity in basic training? If you haven't even covered that, then how do you expect to survive in the vast expanse of space, sir?
I will admit I was gone for that lesson. However, that shouldn't reflect, especially on the staff and your guests, and they should specifically ask if they want to be covered in drink. Some do.
I'm sorry, I made an assumption. Ka-junk. I don't need reprogramming. It was a simple mistake.
That's good, because we do not have the ability to reprogram you.
Oh, that could potentially be dangerous.
Well,
however,
it's not. I'm made of plastic.
Do your colleagues reprogram you, sir?
No. A, I'm not a cyborg, and B, reprogramming androids leads to a Cylon of violence. We find. I'm very proud of that joke.
I will not laugh. I will not respond.
Plum's lip just quivers.
I didn't understand it. I think I left my irony chip in the bedroom.
You're
gonna go look for it.
You can live without it.
Okay.
It's not a high-quality upgrade. You'll probably be fine.
Right. So, however, my colleague here, and he mentions to Clean Ruckus.
Is that their name?
It is now. Clean Ruckus sort of very sidles. They're holding on to one of the chairs to keep them on the ground. Leads over to you, Bick, and just can I have a grey Russian? Just
yes, of course.
Just sort of splash it on me. I'm slightly porous.
Yes. See. This is the assumption I made, and I'm very sorry I got your skin type wrong. I'll have to do more research. Can I take a sample?
If it's part of the service.
Of your skin. Thank you.
And she puts out a little. Her hands are, how should we say this? Evolutionarily clammy.
Yuck. Bit slimy.
Intrinsically clamity?
Calamity.
In
Calamity Jane at your service.
Intrinsically calamity. I quite like that.
That's me, intrinsically calamitous.
I think that's worth a T-shirt. Intrinsically
That's my
calamitous.
next character name, intrinsically calamitous.
Perfect. Isn't bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, she leans out a sort of slimy hand, and she's just like, "Oh, you? How are you going? Oh, yes, just a little bit off the top, if you don't mind."
Oh, okay. I'll anchor myself on something to stop myself continually bouncing up and down the room as I have been doing for the last 5 minutes, and pull out a small scalpel.
Lovely.
She just allows you to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case I'll just scrape at her hand a little bit. Nothing horrible. Just get some skin cells, put them in a little test tube.
Solicit consent before you mutilate your guests.
Yeah, exactly.
She said yes. 5 minutes and you're fucking knifing the guests.
Excuse me, I'm taking a delicately scraped skin sample with some mucus on top.
Hello, this is Laserin coming in hot on your DJ radio channel at Hotel Bizarre. Today we are going to be talking about guest mutilation, a topic requested by our very own Corporal Plum. Thank you, Corporal Plum, a well-loved and well-known listener. Now remember, if you're going to mutilate, get permission first. And now we're going to play that favourite Uranian song, Mutilate, but ask first.
Can I ask a technical question, Officer Phelan? Officer Phelan, when you're broadcasting, is that over kind of all the radios in the station? Basically, I want to know if my character's going to overhear you talking about guest mutilation while I'm wondering about it.
I think we said it was all.
Considering we can't even get our doors to open properly, I can't imagine we're sophisticated enough that he's not just using the entire PA system.
Yeah, I feel like it's every speaker that's not broken plays that.
Every single guest hears every single thing.
That's fine. I won't react to it now, but when it goes to me,
Love it.
I just want to be aware of that. Continue.
The joys.
Flangehammer, do you have you appear to have a stage set up. Do you have do you play music? Do you have live music here?
We have regular open mic nights. Everyone is encouraged to play. I personally play the spoons.
What a wonderful and charming and archaic instrument.
Thank you, sir.
Is there someone playing tonight, or is it not a live music night tonight?
It can happen on any night that takes anyone's fancy. We don't have any bans at the moment, so any night that people feel like playing, they can get up on stage and play for each other. It's a very convivial vibe. I do not approve.
Oh. Oh, that's really what. So, does anybody getting up on? So, could I have a go?
So yes, sir. You are very welcome to get up on stage and take a turn.
Flangehammer does.
Have you still got like the freaking plasma guitar?
Yeah, there's.
He brought a plasma guitar?
No, there's a plasma guitar.
Yeah, there's a playing it.
Yeah, Laser and Phelan was jamming away on the plasma guitar.
How did I forget that?
Jamming away on the plasma guitar. Have a happy holiday. But I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Thanks.
During this, whilst the jam session is happening, Walshy's a friend of mine. Walshy.
And I know he's been a good friend of mine.
You are able to track all of your Ians.
Yep.
One of them, which you thought you had confined to the pits of the garbage chute, has now just come online. The pedal bin with attitude, Rebel Ian.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, not Rebellion!
He's awaiting court-martial downstairs.
No, that's all very well. That's all very well. It's about time we let this one off the leash. I will deploy our long disused riot control Praetorian.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Contain him. And turn to the greater issue of and look around. I think I've got myself out from under Titian by now. My front hearth is very moist.
Ew.
And
true though.
Yeah. I think by this stage I have just I can't remember what stage I was. I had brought a dehumidifier in. That was it.
Yes. It's and you had wired it up, and it is. I mean, it's a space dehumidifier, so it's fast. It's hardly like...
This is an overnight job.
Yeah, this is at least a 4 or 5 hours job. You know.
Am I arriving at this point, or are you still doing?
You are probably arriving.
All right.
Yeah, I think I think I can just have settled that and deployed the riot control bot.
Yep. All right.
Sent them on their way remotely.
Yep.
Sergeant. Sergeant. How's it going? I'm just about finishing up here.
What the blazes is taking you so bloody long, Wilshy? The guests have already arrived.
There are a few complications, but it mostly seems to have sorted itself out.
Well, all right. At least the guns don't appear to be in here no more. Good job.
Nope, I had them dispatched with great efficacy and not a little bit of ingenuity, if I do say so myself. Now,
hang on.
You can actually.
What is that racket? What is that a dehumidifier that's going on there?
Absolutely.
How long's that going to take? Then is it?
A few hours. As
I said, bloody hours. They'll be here in 20 minutes. We'll have to disguise it. We'll have to. We'll make it look like a bed.
Worth mentioning that I have not yet been able to check the middle room. That it may actually be in our best interest to check that out first.
All right. You make a good point, Lucy. All right. We will go and we will check out the middle room together. Is there anything else to report?
Rebellion managed to get himself back online.
What? Rebellion?
But I have dispatched the riot control droid. So long as there's not any
jurisdiction.
We're
not bringing jurisdiction into this.
No,
this is way above his pay grade.
Don't worry about that. I've kept that one offline as well.
Good lad.
But so long those two should keep each other occupied.
Right. What's his location now? I need to make sure that Rebellion stays away from the guests. The last thing we need is a bloody Marxist droid running around.
Why do we have a Marxist Rebellion droid?
Because it rebelled, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was a mistake.
What was it before?
It wanted a redistribution of Asimov's laws.
It's supposed to be the union rep, but it went horribly wrong.
It was a pedal
So it was
bin.
union.
It was
supposed to be
Sure we
union.
made this joke last session.
You probably did.
It was
right.
It was
And
a
we'll
where is
make
it?
it again.
It was a pedal bin that decided that the race was trash.
Right, where is Rebellion? We might need to hit it off at the pass.
Speaking of which, it's just last location reported was just from the waste disposal region 1. Praetorians en route now.
Praetorian.
All right, you keep an eye on it, will she? Keep your eyes on it like a hawk, and if it heads anywhere towards the guest, I want you to let me know. All right?
Absolutely.
Right.
Meanwhile,
Now I'm gonna draw my my ceremonial hammer, and I'm gonna be like, right, let's check out that middle room then, shall we?
Why do you have a ceremonial hammer?
Part of my culture. Goes back to the heady days when we used to fight each other in the woods. That was before we were a spacefaring race.
Oh my god.
I'm going to draw my entirely unceremonial crowbar.
I'll nod at you in like, good lad,
Yep.
good lad.
Yep.
Right.
I'm just yeah, and I'm going to wedge the middle door. I'm going to wedge the middle door open because I don't trust what else is going to open if I tell it to.
So fucking Wentz is making like loads of unnecessary hand gestures, like he's seen a documentary about Marines. He's just like, right, and like he's making loads of unnecessary gestures.
Yeah, and the eye contact. Yeah.
He's taking this very seriously.
Yep,
he's having
fantastic.
flashbacks to the war.
Yeah, and I will pop the crowbar in like I am like I'm a SWAT member at a door, and
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll both make eye contact for the silent countdown.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, breach.
In, go, breach.
Can I get a? Can I get a can I get a feelings roll from both of you for how much passion you put into your door?
You want us to roll in this RPG we're playing?
I know it's supposed to be piss simple, but what do I need for feelings? It needs to be low, right?
You have to roll over your number for feelings, and you have to roll low on lasers.
Cool. Okay, that's all right. Feelings
That's
is the one I
how
struggle
Over
with.
on feelings. Where is my number?
I have
Are
laser
they both
feelings.
rolling a single d6, or were either of them prepared or experts?
I think
I'm sure at least one of them is an expert.
I don't think
you
I'm
are
an
definitely.
expert.
I think you're definitely both prepared, though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was prepared because I had a crowbar, and I feel like you're an expert because you've just been having flashbacks to previous times that you did this.
I mean, I'd be an expert if there was like if this was enemy action, but I'm trying to clean a hotel room. I don't know if I'm an expert.
Oh, we're trying to breach a door.
All right. Well, either way, I rolled laser feelings, so it's kind of academic.
I am trying to roll over. I did not. That was a complete failure.
Oh dear. So, Walshy, you get the crowbar, and you know this door sticks quite a bit, and you give it a big kind of a big pull, but you manage to press the open console, which has never worked before. You have tried fixing this thing a million times, and it just refuses to be fixed. And as you press the open console for this door, the door then decides to, at this moment, just perfectly open smoothly with you still sort of attached on the crowbar. But of course, you're pulling it, so it moves too far. So you just go flying backwards onto your ass.
Whoop!
For the second time today, but this time a bit more dryly.
Yep.
However,
squelch this time.
But as you open this door, the other two doors close. So the other two hotel rooms are now shut.
I mean, arguably, given there's a dehumidifier in one, and we're trying to conceal it, that might well be a positive, frankly.
We'll say the maid's in.
And you get laser feelings, which means you can ask me a question, I think.
Okay.
You get a special insight into what's going on.
Yeah. My question is going to be... Would they be impressed by a game of golf? Like, if we was to throw a game of golf for them, would they take that kindly, or would they be like, "This is silly"?
Not many resorts offer golf.
Good,
because
it's
you
novelty.
Yes, the pure novelty of the game. Strangely enough, a lot offer bowls, but not the humble game of miniature golf.
Cool. That is good.
Nothing humble about miniature golf.
That's my accent. Back off.
And as this door opens and you go striding forth, like you have opened many doors in your past with too much gusto, it is a well-made, almost perfect room. You notice the only imperfection to it is just sort of a slight smell. And it's not like a terrible, disgusting smell, but there is sort of a minor smell of something burning.
Can I look under the beds?
Yes.
I was about to say this entire planet, this entire moon smells slightly, so I wouldn't think that was an issue. But then you did say burning, so.
Yes, I did say burning in that second, forgetting what I said earlier. But there is a slight whiff.
An odor. I will look under the beds.
Under the bed, specifically where you get closer and the smell is coming from here, there is a tiny little air vent.
Uh-oh.
Right. Will she give us a jacket? Well, come on, lad, off with it.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. But any particular reason?
Yes, I'm going to cover up the air vent and get rid of the odour.
Okay. Do we not want to see what's causing the odour, in case it gets stronger? Or smokier? Or more flammable?
Very, very good, Welshie. That was a test and you passed. Right, help me move to bed. Right. Help me move the bed and examine the air vent.
Yeah, it sort of... It folds up neatly into the wall. Sort of like in that one Bond film where they come in and then shoot it up. I can't remember which one it is specifically. But it sort of... bonk.
Yep, very
straight
good.
up into the wall.
All right then.
Get access. You could get access to this small air vent. What would you like to do to it?
I would like to examine it to see if I can find the source of, pry the cover loose and see if I can find the source of the slight burning.
Give me a. This would definitely be a lasers roll. So we want to roll low.
Low. I think
low G.
Okay. So since I am doing the thing, so that's a die. I have like a toolkit. Does that count as prepared?
The toolkit.
I imagine that if this is space stuff, can that include like a fiber optics thingy that I can put in so I can see round corners and shit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I can call that. Yeah, we'll call that prepared.
And since I am the mech tech repair person,
yeah.
Does this fall under me being an expert as well?
Oh yes.
Good lord, I'm playing this game.
That was a weird voice you used for that, Peter.
I don't know where that. I don't know where that came from. I have used that voice once, but I was trying to get extra Watsits out of a corner shop.
Did it work?
Were you trying to seduce the corner shop?
The entire corner shop.
So rolling below, right?
Yeah, rolling below.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Oh yeah.
Using a little bit of fiber optics and sort of looking down, and your knowledge of the ship, because you know how the ship is built. You know all its. Yes, you know how the ship is roughly glued together with tape and hope. Due to this room being added at the last second, you know that this room and air duct and air ventilation system is connected directly to the kitchen. And you realise this when you sort of get a little bit closer and take the smell and think, that smells a lot like burnt pizza.
Hang on a minute.
That cheese is that cheese is over toasted.
It's all right. I got rid of the pizza earlier. That's fine. It's just residue. Don't take this the wrong way, will she? But have you got any deodorant on you?
The student solution.
Apologies, sir, but the Ians aren't known to complain, so I have been a little bit negligent of late.
All right, here's what we're going to do then. All right, you're going to go into that ensuite bathroom. You're going to find the best smelling soap, and we're going to leather it all over this thing, and we're going to hope for the best.
That is such a 20-something-year-old boy solution.
Listen, it's good enough for the military, all right? It is practical and it is fast.
It is neither of those things.
It is practical and fast, Plum. It is in the service manual.
This is not Plum speaking, this is Lukey.
In the service manual, if you find a bed over, right. Bring the soap. Bring the soap, Wilshire, you dozy one.
Yep. I will find the I will do the thing and bring the thing and proceed to do the thing that he said.
Dove, if we've got it.
You don't. We don't.
It is kind of like one of those the small complimentary soaps, which are
absolutely
sort of the size of a Garibaldi biscuit.
Yeah, no, I bring 3 just in case.
Good lad. We'll restock them later.
If
they ask, we'll say we've had too many guests of late and we've just run away with demand.
And they will believe us?
Well, yes, it is an almost perfect room, bar the faint smell of, sun-charred tomatoes.
Cover it up. Right. Put some elbow grease in. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Elbow grease is a well-known emulsifier. I will put some elbow grease. I will put some elbow grease into it, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have one of the soap bars I'm going to lather up and place around the walls, and the other 2 I'm just going to kind of push through the vent grill, sort of sieve them, and then spread them around so it's physically the odour has to physically push through
the soap. Yeah,
so,
nice.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm going to attempt to grab one of the radios and communicate.
I will also make sure to plug in to prioritise a low oxygen warning from this room in the middle of the night should I accidentally set up a suffocation chamber for our guests.
That's excellent thinking. Well done.
It's not the cleanest job you've ever done, but you do in fact...
Ironic for so much soap.
Yes. However, it is a very messy, clean job. You shove soap through an air vent. The smell does somewhat begin to clear. Now it has a slight scent of rosemary.
Excellent.
Sort of like an old lady's hands. And so... sorry, Wentz, you said you were doing something.
Yeah, I wanted to grab one of the radios and see if I can get in contact with Mr. Phelan and find out how it's going in the lounge.
I keep wanting to hooked on a feeling. Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Right.
I think that's been banned.
Every time you say it.
It's either banned or the theme tune.
No, that
right,
can't...
Mr. Phelan, transmit, Mr. Phelan, this is Sergeant
possibly
Wentz.
Be true.
Ladies and gentlemen, and neuter and other, look who we have on air today. Everyone's favourite head manager. Put your hands together.
Very funny. Very good. Yes. Thank you, Mr.
Back in the lounge, Plum goes, woo.
Thank you, Mr. Phelan. Yes, right. How are our guests? Myself and Welshie are just sorting out a little problem.
Our guests have been listening to some beautiful Neptunian music, some beautiful Eurasian music, some beautiful Marsian music, and all of the best soundtracks on the side of the moon. And next up, we have the weather.
Phelan, what is that racket going on in the background? It sounds like somebody is beating a guitar over the edge.
That would be absolutely the weather being broadcast.
That's the weather. Bloody hell.
What is going on?
So, Mr. Phelan. Right, now I want...
Best answer, Helen.
I want you, when they're quite refreshed, when they've drunk their drinks and they're in a convivial mood, I want you to send the guests down to the rooms. They shall inspect the rooms, and then we shall take them outside for a game of golf, where myself and Welshie shall meet them.
Aye, aye. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen, and neuter and other? But first up, here's traffic.
And Mr. Phelan, one more thing, Mr. Phelan. If you or Plum or Bick or anybody else catch sight of that bloody scumbag Rebel Ian, you send him. You let me know at once, all right? I'm not having him ruining this day.
Aye, Captain, if our best friend radio producer Rebellion, who is a well-beloved and recommended member of our hotel and not at all a concern, is seen at any place, then we shall all be delighted and have him on as a guest.
I'm surrounded by basket cases. And he puts the radio down. Puts the radio down.
Plum is currently enthusiastically playing the spoons to Flange's guitar.
Laserin is vaguely aware of the fact that everyone can hear this.
Only vaguely aware, though.
Back in the lounge, Flange is having an absolutely lovely time doing a couple of very poor imitation of the famous song "Escalator to Secular Elysium."
Lovely. That joke.
Do I need to
beautiful.
roll for Grey Russian as well?
Oh yes.
Can I try to guess what's in a Grey Russian?
Please
go
don't.
on, please. Tell me, because Vic doesn't know.
I'm going to say it's a White Russian, but you add olive juice.
Ew.
Oh.
Yes, that would be disgusting.
But yeah, Peter Wellman here. I once had a picture of White Russian, and I've never felt heavier in my life.
Yeah, why would you do that?
It was not a good idea at the time, and I quite liked White Russian, so I was like, yes, well, more equals good, forgetting what milk is.
Oh no. Isn't that like a thing? Anyway, no, that's just not good.
However, I have the strongest bones known to man.
Now you do.
Back in the roll a. How would you?
I think I rolled feelings last time, didn't I?
Yeah. You're going for style points over mixology accuracy.
Substance points.
My number is a 2, so I need to, I'm quite good at feelings. I rolled a 2. I get laser and feelings.
Oh,
not the dude.
What do you want to know?
I want to know.
I wanna know if
I don't know what I want to know.
He loves me. I wanna know.
Well, that's just cleared any coherent thoughts out of my brain.
This is
I would apologise, but
currently
I want to know if there's
radio,
anything.
There's an old duet by Plum and Laserin.
Yeah.
when you got
Different
Plum
live
very
music nights.
drunk on a karaoke night.
Yeah.
I want to know if there's anything in the kitchen that I can add to a Grey Russian that will be indetectable to this creature's taste buds, but may improve their mood and disposition.
You want to spike their drink?
Yeah!
I understand biology. I think this will be an excellent idea.
I don't even.
I can just make it stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. You wouldn't have regular pharmaceuticals in a kitchen, but these are aliens. So they're so normal things in the kitchen could just like change their mood.
Guns milk.
Exactly. They might have a real sensitivity to like cardamom or something. When they have cardamom, they just get real weird.
Absolutely. There is there are some pots of New Leamington Spa Blend, which is made from an especially fizzy plant, which has an extremely short life cycle, but an incredible and if anything, explosive bloom. So it's kind of like a little herby thing, and you know from you've guessed that Flangehammer is probably not human, and using the sample that you gathered earlier, you now definitely know that Clean Ruckus isn't. Is also of not humanoid, certainly. So putting this in it will make them. You know when you give cats catnip?
Oh yes.
It'll make them very, very happy indeed.
Excellent. All right,
Yeah!
I will add a generous space teaspoon to each. Well, there's only one drink I believe I'm getting for one of them, isn't it? The one I did not dump already. The drink upon the head. I said that in a very strange order. I just turned into German grammar.
And with that, it sort of starts bubbling and frothing for a bit, and then the bubbles go out.
Lovely. I will carefully walk it back to. I've forgotten his name. Who am I drugging?
Currently, you're drugging Clean Ruckus.
Clean Ruckus. I would like Clean Ruckus to become a little less clean.
I would like to change my assertion of what a Grey Russian is. I now think it's a very milky tea with vodka in it.
Oh. I'm going to try that, not because it's good, but because I want to know what that tastes like.
No, you don't.
Bad, I think.
Yes, I do.
It tastes very bad.
I am my own man. Anywho, back to Declan Flangehammer. He is he's banging away on his little tune, and Clean Rucker seems to be sort of enjoying the experience as you walk back into the lounge and making sure to keep the drink back on the tray. And she takes it very graciously, sort of sips a bit, and then puts her hand in and sort of daubs a little bit on her face and around her neck.
Excellent.
And then just sort of puts the cup to her ear and just starts pouring as it sort of runs down. And she sort of looks, this is a very, very nice. This is a very, very nice establishment. Tell me, how long have you been running it, or helping to run it?
You're quite welcome. I've been here for 18,000 moons.
She makes a note.
How long is that?
I don't know.
Hold
on.
I mean, we're on the moon, aren't we?
I'm assuming Earth moons.
That would be a wrong assumption. New Leamington Spa famously goes on the Borgian calendar.
Exactly. Come on.
Anyway,
come on.
Because just so you know, in Earth years, that would be 1,384 years.
Feels like it.
Fortunately, the Borgian calendar is beholden to its 1,384 moons. So
yes.
Yeah. So actually, just 1 year.
And I love working here. It's an excellent place to work.
Oh, have you been treated? Have you and the other android staff been treated fairly?
Probably.
There's no way of knowing.
Oh, no. Have you? Are you given your own space in your own charging ports?
Oh, you can't just ask an android about their charging ports.
Oh no, I'm terribly sorry.
O'Reilly. I'm going to go find my irony chip and pretend that didn't happen. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Oh, it must be the Grey Russian getting to me. I've suddenly got a need to roll about on the floor.
There's a good
We've
corner
all been
over there
there.
if you want to scratch your cheek on it.
Oh, good, lovely. Declan and Plum, you with Flangehammer, give me a feelings roll for how well you're playing your spoons, and you are definitely an expert on the spoons.
Yeah, I am. 2 successes, baby. Wait, feelings is I get under. No, over.
Feelings is over. Lasers in lower.
2 failures.
Oh no!
God.
The opposite of what I thought it was. Oops. I'm playing the spoons very badly.
You are indeed making a cacophony. Flangehammer can only really remember the beginning of Escalator to Secular Elysium. So when he gets to the end, he really does notice the fact that you are just whacking 2 spoons together with gay abandon. And whilst having a lovely time, is nowhere near what someone would call music or percussion. I feel like it might be a time to move on. Then, could you? I think if you we're just going to do a bit of a tour. We might not be able to stay the full night, but I just want to check that everything's okay. That everything's fine? We need to get the full report. You know. Could you show us through our rooms, please?
Sir, I have not yet been given permission to escort you through the rest of the station. We will therefore remain in the lounge until permission is so given. Sir.
Oh, well, do you do this with every guest?
Yes, sir. This is a military installation first and foremost, sir.
Are you sure? Because somebody just gave us a cocktail.
We also cater to guests. However, we do have to maintain high security standards, sir. I shall happily radio for the... Wait, what's Matt's character's name?
Captain Sergeant
Commander?
Wentz. Sergeant Daggerfield Wentz.
I shall happily radio for our station commander, Sergeant Daggerfield Wentz, to find out if it is now safe to escort you through the station. If you will just give me a few moments, sir.
Cut to Wentz and Welsh, and I was like, that's it. Work the soap in, lad. That's it. Good lad.
And now we are on to Smooth Jazz Hour.
Oh, fucking Smooth Jazz.
Smaz Hour.
Even worse than the frickin' Mars punk is this. Ugh. Why can't we have a military
if you want to work out some taste-related rage issues, sir, you could always have a go at the old, at the old practical applications.
Quiet,
Plum to Wentz. Come in, Wentz.
Yes, hello.
Plum to Wentz, sir.
Plum, yes,
sir.
hello.
The guests are... Yes, sir. Hi, sir. Yes, sir.
Very at ease, Plum.
The guests...
Yep, all right.
Sir.
You can put your hand down now,
Plum
Plum.
knows how to be at ease.
Remember to breathe, Plum. Remember to breathe.
Not necessary, sir. I have been surviving off the same breath for 3 years. I can continue as I was.
Very good, Plum. Right,
maybe Plum is not human.
No.
How are the guests, Plum? How are the guests?
The guests are quite happy, sir. We have given them alcohol and low gravity.
Very good.
And they would
Wait,
now
low
like
gravity?
to see...
What?
So, yes, sir. According to Commander Phelan, Mr. Phelan... Mr. Phelan.
Officer Phelan.
This is Mr. Phelan. According
Private
to Officer
feelings.
Phelan...
Private feeling.
According to Private Feelings...
He is communications officer, excuse you.
Officer feelings.
No matter how private his feelings may be.
According to Officer Feelings, the gravity in the lounge has been deliberately turned down for entertainment purposes, sir. I presumed he had cleared this with you before instigating such an action, sir.
Bloody killed that communications officer. Right, so...
The guests are now requesting permission to be escorted to the rooms and inspect them, sir. Are you ready for them?
Yes, bring them over. Wait, rooms? They want one each.
I think they have said they do not want to stay the night, but they would like to inspect the rooms, sir.
All right, we can probably get away with a quick look then. All right, okay, yes, send them over, and we will meet you there.
And that
So,
was
yes, sir.
some beautiful Neptunian jazz played on the Mega Ultra Lemon saxophone. Now we have community news with our guest star, Barbarian.
Bloody hell!
He has some good points this week, sir.
Question is, was that Barbarian's voice, or was that just Peter's reaction to the pun?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I genuinely had no idea.
Remarkably, Sarah, they were
sure.
exactly the same.
There's a bit of both, and now the cats are all looking at me funny.
Okay, so technical
poor
question. So
kitties.
yeah, I'll ring off, and then so the room we're in that we've done this whole freaking soap job on. Then there's the previous one that Welshie got trapped in with the dehumidifier. Are those the only two rooms, or is there a third?
There is a third one on the end, which I did say last time was like guest ready.
Let's go check out the third one that looked guest ready. Check there's no huge problems there. I'm gonna quickly put a sign on the one with the dehumidifier that says cleaning in progress. Let's just not worry about that one.
I am going to say
De-cleaning.
that I think we might be a bit ahead of ourselves calling ourselves a hotel when we have a grand total of 3 rooms.
We're more like a bed and breakfast.
We're looking to expand, all right?
If I may, Sergeant, we may be able to get away with this if we just make sure to, blindfold them and take them on a bit of a walk around between rooms.
That's a good idea. So that we show them one room, then we walk them around.
Protocol A.
Active military base. If it's we can't have them seeing any more than they need to. So for their own safety and in the interests of interstellar security, they are required to engage with safety protocols.
That's a very good idea, Welshie.
The point being, we may need to go and get some heavy duty sacks, sir.
He's just talking about guest protocol.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. I will sweet talk them, and I will show them this room here that you have done a great job with your soap job. Good lad, very good lad. I want you to go round to the other room, check it out, make sure it's all right. But if there's a problem, you need to give me the signal.
Absolutely, sir.
And just make sure it's all good. If there's a problem, I'll delay them here, and I'll throw jargon at them. Is what I shall do.
Absolutely, sir.
All right.
Just make sure it's underarm this time.
Good lad. Good lad.
My Jargon is another one of our
twitches
robots.
funny.
I'm going to pat
we lost Jog off many years ago. The
Jogian.
Yeah, I'm checking the third room.
Yeah, you go check the third room. I will kind of stand rigidly to attention outside the first room.
You press the door to open the third room, and the first one that's being dehumidified closes.
Fine.
Closes.
Fine.
Whilst this one opens, and the middle one doesn't move. And this one is just having a quick look round. It seems to be pretty fine. There's nothing awful. It is guest ready. There is a folded towel. That all the soap is there. None of the soap is in the vents. They're on.
And why not?
Yet. The night is still young. Checking the bathroom. There is no large slugs. Appears that only one of your rooms was slug compromised.
Excellent. The hairs on the back of my neck will prickle. It's too quiet. Proceed with caution and crowbar upraised. And I will have Titian on my 6.
What a sentence.
Yes,
I know, I heard titty as well.
That's it's an awkward place to cut out.
Lowering the tone every Monday.
All right.
That's fine.
You're welcome.
Fine. We've all been in quarantine for a year.
On a defensive stance, what are you doing? Are you just going to stand in the room and wait for the guests to come in?
I'm just doing the breach and clear routine, but with to the ensuite, basically.
Raising your crowbar, doing your best Gordon Freeman.
Pretty much.
Right. Give me a. What would an investigation check be?
Lasers, since I'm following military doctrine.
Yeah, it must be.
I reckon lasers.
Lasers. Yeah, roll lasers.
Okay, 1. Is it 2 because I have the
You're prepared.
crowbar?
You're very prepared.
Okay, cool.
Both in mind and in body.
Cool. I got 1 success, which was lasers and feelings.
Ooh. So I'll tell you what you see
Laser
first.
feelings.
The room has 2 pedal bins.
Oh no! No!
Oh no!
Fucking communist bin!
This is like a fucking Doctor Who episode.
One of the pedal bins is a pedal bin. The other pedal bin is looking sheepish. Which is quite difficult to do when you don't have a face.
One of these bins is not like the other.
And what would your laser and feelings be? Lasers and feelings.
Laser feelings.
Yeah, laser feelings.
Question is, how dangerous do we actually believe that Rebellion is? Is this a case of they're just inconvenient and everything's broken, so we put them in the garbage chute because we don't have anywhere else for them? Or is this like, oh shit, if we put guests up here, we may not have guests in the morning?
Rebellion is very persuasive, so try to convince Praetorion to join his cause of trying to take over the station. However, by themselves, Rebellion is probably not very dangerous unless you're a small bit of paper or a slug. You can probably eat a slug. They're annoying.
Aww.
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to say, Titian, switch off audio protocols, visual signifiers only, and then I'm going to I'm going to pick up the pedal bin. I'm going to pick up Rebellion.
As you sort of crouch down to grab it by the side, it's going to try. You hear a vrr from the little motor wheels. It's going to try and ram into you.
May I suggest the guests arrive at this point just for maximum comedy?
Oh, yeah,
you hear
definitely.
Plum coming round the corner, and this is the 8th wing of the building. We have a lot of wings. Looks like this inspection could go either way for our crew. Be sure to tune in to next week's episode to see if we sink or swim against the riptide of not being very good at our jobs. But until then, thank you for listening to Direcast. If you'd like to keep up to date with episodes and announcements, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Direcast, and on Instagram at DirecastPod, and subscribe to us on your favourite podcatcher. And hey, if you enjoyed listening to us, maybe consider giving us a rating or review, or sharing us with a friend. We'd really love that. Direcast is Lukey Slynn, Matt George Lovett, Jacob Wall, Helen, Peter Wellman, and H Folkmans. Our logo and banner art are by H Folkmans. The Direcast theme and Lasers and Feelings variation were composed and performed by Matt George Lovett. This episode was edited by Peter Wellman. This week we were playing Lasers and Feelings by John Harper, a link to which can be found in the episode description. And at least for this week, that's how the die are cast.